Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. Today's topic is gratitude and productivity. What is the topic? The connection between gratitude and productivity. This is a show aimed and directed at entrepreneurs, those who have their own business, those who would like to own their own business, and those who simply would like to live like a boss. We also, as you can tell, as you can tell from the show's title, we're also interested in the ideal of using joy itself as a technology to move us towards our goals and objectives. We are a production enhancement company, again, designed for those who want to live in abundance like a boss. All right. Again, today we're talking about the connection between gratitude here on Thanksgiving and productivity. Allow me to say a few words about myself before we move on. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller, Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were also optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called My People. And I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americas, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where Michael Brown was murdered. Of course, the story about identical twin sons. That book comes out February 2018 in bookstores everywhere on Third World Press. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature is from the University of California at Riverside. I am currently a professor of English Lit at Loyola Marymount University here in California. Again, I'm an expert at being productive. I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to a wonderful single divorcee. Yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. Yet, as Cool Modi famously said, "How you like me now?" And if I can be this productive through joy, given that type of crazy background, so can many of us who are watching the show. In fact, that my own personal narrative inspires the business in many ways. We know what it's like to come from difficulty. And for people like us, at times, our difficult background, our early challenged aspect of our life becomes our excuse as to basically why we cannot ball, or why we did not ball, or in some cases, why we will not ball. But we're here to say that, like Lorenzo Ball, you will eventually ball. That was top of the head comedy there, guys. Because through our techniques and practices, we can help individuals, especially, move from that space of being not at their ultimate productivity level to being to a space very, very close to their ultimate and optimum productivity level. So you can go to productivethroughjoy.com, see about us. We offer live one-on-one productive through joy consulting. We also speak to large groups, schools, colleges, uh, organizations, nonprofits. Reach out, see if our particular workshops and live presentations, which are always the best, can help you and your organization help itself. You can also, of course, go to the Michael Datcher YouTube channel where this show is broadcast live from, and get a sense of what we do via all the videos and postings. You can also, of course, go to michaeldatcher.com as well. If you're enjoying the show so far, please swipe left or right across your device to invite people to join the conversation. All right. So thanks for being here. Again, we're talking about today about about gratitude and productivity. Again, this show airs each weekday morning, hella early at 4:45 a.m. On YouTube, on the Michael Datcher YouTube channel, and then 4:45 p.m. On Facebook Live. Again, today we're talking about gratitude and productivity. In the morning show, we like to also touch upon the idea of framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you. As we know as adults, at times we will go to bed with trouble of the previous day on our mind, and then take that trouble into our dream state, wake up with that trouble on our mind, begin our day with trouble and anxiety that is tethered to trouble on our mind, go through our day troubled, and get through work, get to nighttime, and go to bed again troubled, anxious. And that can be a week, that can be a month. For many of us, that can be years. And that's a killer, guys. So we know from modern science, stress is a killer. And when you take trouble, when you carry those type of mental burdens every day, it debilitates your body, your soul, and your mind. It can also impact your mental health. So many things that are impacted by stress. So one of the things that we do with individuals and who simply want to live like a boss, who want to live an enhanced, productive life, and also folks who are entrepreneurs already, we help them to deal with stress in the context of ritual. Okay, ritual can be defined in this context by essentially doing the same thing at around the same time. Let me give you a sense of my morning ritual to serve as an exemplar. So in the mornings, I wake up at 3:45 a.m., including this morning, hella early on Thanksgiving. I read a couple of spiritual indoor business books. I do our show right now at 4:45 a.m. Here on YouTube, YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. Then I work on my current book until basically sunrise, which is around 6 o'clock here in LA. Then I go to the beach. I live along the coast here in Venice Beach, California. I go, I meditate, I pray, I do yoga, I bring my drum out. I just walk out. It's so beautiful in the early morning because there's no one out, of course, that early, but me and the seagulls. Then I come back and work on my book for a while longer. Then I go back to the beach to run up the coast past Santa Monica's Pier all the way back to Venice to go to my gym. So guys, by 8 o'clock, by like 9:30 or so, I'm feeling amazing. My body is being flooded with endorphins, and I leverage that endorphin release to move me towards my own goals and objectives, which of course for me involve consulting, real estate, and publishing. Now we're not saying do that, but although you can, we're saying do something. And we help people to create a morning ritual so they can establish themselves when they first open their eyes, all right? So I'm reading two great books for my morning reading. Now I'm reading a book called The Nag Hammadi Reader, which is kind of a book of ancient scriptures from the early Christian era and early kind of Egyptian metaphysical era. Very powerful. I'm also reading a book by Jen Sincero called You Are a Badass at Making Money, which is a really funny but powerful book about having a wealth mindset, disabusing ourselves of the notion that money is bad, or if you are a part of the 1%, you have to do bad things to get that 1% money or to live in that space. No. Being a part of the 1% gives you options to go help other people who are not part of the 1%. But especially people in your family, also your friends and relations and nonprofits and organizations who can really benefit from your 1% money. So that's how we roll here. So from those two books, I extract some wisdom, which I call the morning chant. Today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, I am already grateful for the abundance that I know is coming. Hello, as a meditating natural mystic, I'm already grateful for the abundance that I know is coming. So I contemplate that idea throughout my day. I place it on my phone. I think about that throughout my day. And I also create the morning and afternoon shows based upon that topic. So today we're talking about gratitude and abundance. All right, so let's dive into the topic. Again, if you are enjoying the show, please swipe left or right across your device to invite people to join the conversation. Please go to also to Michael Datcher's YouTube channel, and that's me, and become a subscriber. It's free to subscribe. Really, really powerful channel. Lots of incredible videos that can really impact your life, right? And definitely have me come out and speak to your school or organization. We are probably best live in our live in person format, in our group format. So I bring all this energy to you and let us do what we do. All right. So let's dive in. Yes, I think I gave you my brief bio. So let's dive in. And so again, we're talking today about gratitude and productivity. So point one is you want to develop a gratitude practice. I recall when I first heard of this from my colleague, Jan Williamson, who's a great leader at the 18th Street Arts Complex here in California. She's a Buddhist. She is a Buddhist, and a part of the Buddhist tradition, at least the one that I learned from her, is that gratitude is a major part of that. And I didn't really understand it until I began to observe her life and just see how she approached gratitude as a Buddhist. And I have to say, that was one of Jan's greatest gifts to me. Just seeing her life, like as a leader, as an executive, as a concerned citizen. Listen, gratitude is extraordinary in your own personal life, but it also impacts your leadership, your professional life as well. And so, what does it mean to have a gratitude practice? It means being intentional about being grateful for what you have. For example, right now that you can see, that you can hear, that you can watch my show right now, whatever it is, but being in that constant acknowledgement of what's around you that you are grateful for. And for me, that's been a challenge because you get busy, a lot of things are in your mind, and I'm in and out of that space. But largely, I've made tremendous strides in that. And one of the major benefits, which is point two, is that when you become proficient at having a gratitude practice, you become more joyful. Like you just feel happier. I can't even explain. I can't even over exaggerate that. And the joy is regardless of circumstance, meaning things can be going difficultly. I was sharing a couple of weeks ago on the show that I've been facing some really crazy, I mean, it can only be defined as drama in my professional life. I mean, some really weird, strange, disappointing, just people not being healthy, basically. And at times when people are unhealthy and are hurt, they hurt other people. Hurt people. That's how it goes. Anyway, so I got embroiled in this really disappointing situation. And so even amidst that, but especially amidst that type of drama, I really worked and continue to work on my gratitude practice. And through that, it's helped me to largely maintain my joy. Now, being joyful doesn't mean that you're always all pie in the sky, cotton candy, M&M in your mouth, smiling. But it means that throughout your day, you're recognizing, life's pretty good, even amidst challenge, which goes into point three. As you have that attitude that life's good, as you're in the joy, even, and let me take a step back. So this situation is passing, right? That I've been going through. And so I recall yesterday, I just had a great day because I've been carrying so much weight on me through the situation. I just felt it lift the last couple of days, actually. I just rode and went to the beach and meditated. I just felt better because I've been holding the high watch, going through it. And now that it's passing, I was just so grateful yesterday. I was like, I feel so grateful for my life. Hanging out with my daughters. I mean, just living good, guys. So as a result of being in that joy and being joyful, what happens as a positive externality of joy is that you attract people to you, right? So as an individual, as a lover, as a parent, as an entrepreneur, as a leader, you want to attract people to your life who are going to add value, who are going to add benefit. And when you are in the joy, that's just what you do. As an executive, as a leader, you attract people to your company who want to work in your company culture. Because in my experience, when the executive is a strong executive and has a strong personal force, that helps to largely contribute to the company culture, right? So my company culture is joyfulness, love, and playfulness and happiness. That's because I represent that. And that's how the company outpictures itself as you encounter it. So that's when you are attracting top talent, of course. And even apart from your business life, when you are attracting good people to you, your life just gets better. That's just a practical benefit, right? In business, we call that added value. What is the added value of a gratitude practice? You are happier, you're more joyful, and that joyfulness in business, trust me, has a great propensity to lead to an enhanced bottom line. But in your personal life, you can just be joyful and enjoy the enhancement of your bottom line. Because in this business, we know lots of people who are doing great financially. And to be honest, a lot of them are not really happy. We're saying be in the joy. Boom, goes the dynamite. Thanks for being here. We air each weekday morning, hella early at 4:45 a.m. here on the Michael Datcher YouTube channel and 4:45 p.m. On Facebook Live. Please go to michaeldatcher.com and productivethroughjoy.com see about us. Bring me out to speak to your school or organization. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.